Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham latest news and update show, the Breakfast Club. How's everyone doing today? It's a Monday, March 24th. Yes, Monday, March 24th, kicking off another week. The adults are back doing the work stuff, and we are here building up to another week of Wrexham football where we take on Exeter City away. It's a big week coming up. Anyways, thanks for coming in. Please smash a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. On our way to 2,000. We just hit 1,700 subscribers on the Local Pundit. Thank you all very, very much. 300 to go by the end of the season, and I know we can do it. So thank you. North Wales says, guys, 1.7 thousand. Boom, baby. Yeah. Fantastic. And also go over and subscribe to the Global Pundit. Got a lot of things planned over there too for the summer. So thank you all very, very much. It's a great time to be watching Wrexham football and just football in general. So how's everyone doing? How are we feeling about this weekend? I feel great. I do have the air conditioning on, and I have an ice pack in here. It's so hot. So ice pack to cool me down while we're doing the show today. So anyways, let's dive into it. Going to do a brief touch on the follow-up on the McClean thing. That's it. Just a follow-up, and then we're going to move on from it if anything else comes up, because I don't want to dwell on this. I don't want to dwell on the past. I want to think about listen, I'm not saying put our head in the sand, but I'm saying let's move forward on two. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about, I don't know if you guys saw this on TalkSport. Parkinson was on TalkSport, just so you know. He was on TalkSport, and I just found it, and it's about a 4-minute clip of him talking on TalkSport over the weekend after the Stockport win. I just found it, and we'll play it too, and have you guys get your thoughts on it too. So the mindset here is Wrexham's final push to promotion, and what the theme of the show is. If you're going to say what the theme of the show is, we got to take it game by game. Okay, now. The excitement's going to be, we want to be ahead of ourselves. We want to enjoy things. We want to be like, we're going to get the promotion. We're going to be there. What game we're going to celebrate? What game we're not going to celebrate? Are they going to change the game from 12:30 to this 30 to Thursday? All this crap that's flying around, all the fun mud, let's call it. You know what? Now, all right, stop. We need to stop. We have a game. We're not out of the woods yet. We have 8 games left to go. And if we want to get promoted, there's still business to do. Now, you know me. I'm the one to get excited and just go, yeah, rah, rah, rah. I don't care. Let's get promoted. But there's still a goddamn job to do. And this came up when I was listening to some of the Parkinson interview and also watching my Yukon get crashed out yesterday too. Kind of hit me. I'm like, okay, strike that, reverse it. We just got to focus back on each and every game, each and every minute of the match. Every player needs to show up for what their job is to do. The coaches need to do their job as well and get everyone back down and just back down. Mathematically, it's not done yet, and it won't be done until it's done. No one's going to breathe. Everyone's going to be palpitations. Even Rob McElhenney said it's not good for the ticker. You know what I mean? And it's not. And I got overheated this weekend. Trust me. It was hot at the end of that game in here. And I was like, so I understand. But what we need to do is take everything down a level 2 and just focus on the games ahead of us one at a time. Otherwise, we could slip up. And it still can happen. That's it. I'm sorry to say it, but it could happen. But anyways, let's move on. What's going on, everyone? Steve Barton's in the house. Free Pug Show says, let's win out and secure early promotion so we can let Palmer and Mullen have a farewell at the end of the season. There we go. And Aaron's in the house. What's going on, dude? And Shay Daddy says, just win, baby. Just win. Champions Elect is also here. John Merrill, what's going on, dude? And let's move on. Bob Takes Picks is there as well. Bob Takes Picks. Are you not subscribed or a member? I don't know if you are, but I guess not. Chris Phillips says, I was unable to get a ticket to Charlton the game before, so I sold it. Does anyone have an extra for sale? Well, I'm looking for 2 tickets for the game, too. There you go. All right. Neil's in the house. All right. Let's address the other stuff that's going on. I'm going to talk about the Maca thing, and then we're going to move right on from it, too. And then we're going to go back to going on to the games in hand and the Parkinson interview on TalkSport. So this came out today. It's on Mirror. This is Liam Randall, who's been on the show, FID guy, great dude and a great guest. Police arrest a man after Wrexham star James McClean was involved in an angry clash. North Wales police have confirmed a man from the West Yorkshire was arrested on suspicion of assault following the altercation with Wrexham captain James McClean during his win over Stockport. There we go. He was allegedly assault. Remember, this is alleged. He was arrested, alleged. That's what we reported yesterday. That's why we waited on everything here. He was confronted by a man going into the halftime tunnel which I said, why the F was it not pulled out? I said, there's a guy there with a Yankees hat. I'm not saying that's the guy. And a couple other guys were way too close. Got to protect the fans, and you got to protect the players. Period. End of story. That's it. Never violence is the key. So a 40-year-old man was arrested in Yorkshire following the arrest incident. And going on to say, a spokesperson for the police force said, officers in attendance at the Wrexham versus Stockport County game on Saturday dealt with an incident involving a member of the public and a Wrexham player. 40-year-old man from Salisbury was arrested on suspicion of assault and has been released on bail while waiting the investigation. The FA goes on to say, as also said, it's looking into what happened with the Stockport, promising to cooperate with the relevant parties. Wrexham won the game thanks to J-Rod's first goal, blah, blah, blah. So that's what we want to talk about. That's the update. We are not going to move on any further than that. Other than I just saw that the Stockport manager said, Challenor said he was furious with the decision after the final whistle. He said, "I'm not going to get myself in trouble by saying what I truly believe. It's not cost us 3 points because we weren't good enough to the score, but it cost us a point. We really it was a poor decision." So let's leave that there. Man has been arrested, and we're going to move on. If there's anything else to cover it, that's it. Shutting it down. And yes, there was a Talk Sports segment on there too that Simon Gordon and Sam Mattersface had talked about Macca as well. That's it on that. Moving forward. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is and again, I'm running through it because I'm just not going to stay there. This was on Talk Sport over the weekend. Parkinson was there talking about the little things, what Rob and Ryan do. The little things. And I thought this was a very interesting one too. Let's play this one. It's a 4-minute, which I don't know if we'll do all of it, but the reason why I'm bringing it up here too, because also in the leader, this is why I hate going on sites there too, was a text message from the bosses after the Reading loss. Okay. And I'm sorry about all the things on the side. After we got beat by Reading, Rob and Ryan had sent in a video and a message to help out the dressing room. It revealed Parkinson here too. They were later recorded a video message which was shown to the Wrexham players to boost their spirits ahead of the crucial match against Wycombe and appeared to have desired an impact that came away from Adams Park with the win. Said from the obviously scored from Sam Smith. He went on Talk Sport. This is what the video is about. Rob and Ryan have been brilliant. We got beaten at Reading, which was a difficult result for us, but you get those along the way. This is Parkinson now. Straight away, the next day, both of them messaged me and said, "Is there anything you need us to do or any help we can give to you?" That's great because when you lose as a manager, it doesn't matter where you are in the league. It's nothing worse. I just said, Rob and Ryan, if you could do a nice little video message for the boys, the Wycombe game, it would help a supportive message. And they have not been over in a while. They have not been over. I know Rob's been shooting. Rob has been shooting, and Ryan, I don't know where he's been. I think I have no idea. Anyways, goes on to say, Parkinson said they did that, and the little things that help because it's not all on the manager when we win. We take the plaudits, but it's important that when it goes as well as everyone pulls together around you. Rob and Ryan have been really great at that, and that's just the character who they are. So there's a text message that said, Parkinson said, "Phil, we're right behind you. We're all right with you." Speaking about the message afterwards, McElhenney said, "I sent that before the final whistle. I wanted to make sure he knew as soon as he got back to the locker room that we had his back." This is after Reading, that is. It's easy to be supportive when things are great and things are going to plan. It's easy to coast through on that, feeling the wind is at your back and at your sails. But when you're going through adversity, you have to take a look around and really see who your friends are. And you can see that they're all together. So here's the interview. I don't know if we'll play the whole thing because it's really long. It's 4.5 minutes. I can play it here, but we'll have a go at it. You know if y'all can hear it.
You know, what's been the big difference between the two divisions?
This is Parkinson.
In your mind, what stood out most?
I just think that the power and the pace and the strength of players, and I think that each level you go up, that is you can feel that, but definitely League Two to League One, we've definitely felt that, and maybe League Two time, certainly National League, you could have days where you maybe had a few plays off it, and you may just get a win. But if we're not on it at this level, you can't come out on top. It's a real focus, and the detail's got to be right. And as you go up the leagues, that becomes more prevalent. But yeah, definitely the strength and the power of the players.
8 games left of the season, Parky. You go into Exeter next Saturday. A difficult test, that one?
Yeah, they've done well down there. You know, Gary Caldwell's done a good job, and they're a good side. Got some good footballers, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be a full house. It'll be a good atmosphere, but we're used to that.
You
And,
won't be on the bench, Parker. You got sent off yesterday.
Oh no, it's all which is
This is cool. Listen, they don't really have Parkinson a lot. You know, I think they're starting to pay attention to Wrexham for obvious reasons, right? Talking about the Macca thing, talking about this, you know, treble promotion. You know, everyone's going to start getting on the bandwagon. But you know, we've been here the whole time, just so you know.
Yeah, which is not hard to get sent off, but nowadays. But, yeah, but we've got a nice week to prepare, midweek game. So I'm looking forward to that, and then we'll get down there and ready for the next challenge.
And what are the Hollywood boys been like? Are they still?
Let me just say right there before we get into the Hollywood stuff. It is good to have the week off, get everyone rested and back in. This is now 2 weeks off. We had a run of games where it was Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. So I'm happy that we have that week off for the lads 2 weeks in. And also, too, put it to you this way, getting players fit, back to fitness is obviously great. But, you know, getting J-Rod and Smitty playing together more, and Longman in there too, getting their cadence back and getting their cadence so they know what each other are doing. That's as important as anything else. Because you know what? We are the 1-0 Kings, and all we need is 1-0 to win. Hopefully, again, game by game, minute by minute.
Trying to film you every 5 minutes, or are you getting a bit of relief?
No, the next series is going out soon. I think. They've been great. Rob and Ryan have been brilliant. We got beat at Reading last week, which was a difficult result for us, but you get those along the way. And straight away next day, both of them messaged me, anything you need us to do, any help we can give you, which is great. Because
nice.
When you lose as a manager, it's like Alex. It doesn't matter where you are in the league. It always.
So here's the quotes right here that I read out too. This is the context of it too. Again, this went under the radar, so I'm happy to play it for everybody. If you're enjoying it, I'll stick with it. We'll do as we do here. But he's talking about the Reading piece. That Rob and Brian here too. And then he mentioned about welcome to Wrexham too, who have been brilliant, and hopefully we'll get an announcement on there too. And let's see if we can have some of the guys on here as well to talk about Ted Nelson. What's going on, dude? Some of the producers or people that are associated, if they're available, to come on and talk about the show.
There's nothing worse than total silence from the ball group.
Exactly.
It more or less tells you exactly where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like I said to Rob and Ryan, I think just a nice little video message for the boys before the Wickham game, just about, 10 games to go, lads, you've done great. There's a bit of a supportive message because they've not been over for a short while. So they did that. And just little things like that help, because it's not all on the manager. It's when we win, we all, everyone takes the plaudits, but it's important as well when it doesn't go as well, that everyone pulls together around you, and Rob and Ryan have been great at that.
Absolutely.
I mean, listen, I think it's very fair to think that, like, we talk about the togetherness of the team, togetherness of the club. And when you are down, I mean, listen, I've been down, everyone's been down. You just someone say, hey, you good? Let me know if you need anything. That's it. And, they're obviously 100% invested. I mean, you could tell by, pushing to want to go up. We talk about, I think Rob is the one, even Brian for that matter, but Rob's like, let's go. So I think that's great. I think that, it's going to sound worse. It costs them nothing to do that, but it means everything, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Just the knowledge of like, hey, we're watching, we're here, even when we're not down from there. I actually think it's a really good thing that, and this is kind of counterintuitive as well. I actually think it's a really good thing that they haven't been there a lot this season, and we're still being successful, because you can't. I mean, yes, you get an extra 5-10% of the players, maybe because they're there, you want to impress. But I think that this is obviously just part of just more importantly, like, you don't need to have the bosses in there for us to win games. You know what I mean? And I think that shows the character and the calluses that we have been built, that we don't need to rely on them being there for us to be successful. So that's cool. But having that said, having said that, having them send a video in, a message, hey, we're still here, even in the downtimes, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great. And great man management. Parkinson's like, hey, just send a little message. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's awesome. What great communication right there. Communication is key to everything in life.
Just quickly, I want to talk about your former club, Reading. Obviously, Pards was there with you as well. But being worried about their future of the club, like, where does it stand at the moment? It's in a really scary place at the moment, Parky.
Yeah, I mean, I went through this with Bolton Wanderers actually when I was there, and honestly, I could write a book just on that chapter in my career, 3 years. And Bolton club with great tradition, history. Reading, we were down there last week. Stadium, fantastic. The training ground is incredible. There is so much at that club to take forward, and it's just incredible how this situation can't get resolved. And I feel for the people. You feel for the supporters down there, all the staff. They're doing a great job to keep it going, and they've just got the great thing for Reading at the moment now is they've got some good young players.
Have they?
So
Good.
Despite all the turmoil they've had, they've kept the academy going, and the academy.
Because as we know, it's just a great little hunting spot around there. That area is kind of Reading have got it
Just
to
outside of
themselves
London.
to a degree.
Fair play to Reading. Everyone's kind of like, I don't want to say their second club, but people are rooting for them to stay up and get sold. And we've had James on here who does Reading football away days. Great insight on him, a great knowledge of football. And obviously Parkinson has a soft spot there because he did work with them. So good on him to do that. And something you don't expect, like, hey, you're going for promotion. Tell us about Reading, what you think.
I mean, the owner who's been a disaster, this Di Young, who's been given to the 4th of April by the EFL to sign and sell it, which is not going to happen because I'm sure Simon Jordan will be all over that tomorrow. That he's just not going to be able to turn around that quickly. But it's not just him, is it? I mean, they've had terrible ownership there, and it's almost like a catalogue of errors. It makes Man United look like a well-run club.
Yes, it does. Good shout there, too. In the chat there, too. Nigel, I'll get to you in a minute. Keep it playing. Okay, you sure? What's up, Travis Herb? And, there's only about 90 seconds left of this, too. So, we made it this far. Might as well keep going, right?
Well, the thing is, as you know, when John Medeski was in charge and local businessmen were on the board, everybody looked at Reading as the way to progress the club, building the stadium, training facilities, step by step.
They were the Brighton of the day, wasn't they, really?
Yeah, getting the Premiership, always, going to be tough, but had 2 spells there. And everyone looked at it and said, what a great model that is. And all that's been broken away. So, listen, it'll come back. There's got to be someone out there.
There you go. All right, that's enough of that, which is great. That's how it's done. Sorry, right there. All right, let me bring this down. Good interview there. A good interview there with Parkinson. Relax, calm. Just talking about our team, talking about the club, talking about the where we're at. Also giving a shout to Reading, which is great too. Someone to go into my. I mean, I'll check my bank account. I don't think I can afford it, but I'd love to be a part of a growth of a club. But hey, what are you going to do? Reading will find somebody for sure. I'm kidding, obviously. But yes, listen. Big build-up week here too. Big build-up week that's going to happen. We can't get sidetracked with the stuff that's going on with Macca. We need to focus on getting people back to health. If to get Knox on there, we got to get an update on Dobson. How is he doing? He did come off, and just get everyone back to fitness and get focused on Exeter. It's not going to be an easy game. Exeter, listen, let's see where they are on the table. Exeter, listen, 16th in the table. They've drawn 3 out of the last 6 with 2 wins in there too. They're at 16th place, -11, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We have to go and just do our business. And that's what I've been saying the last few weeks. Just continue to do our business. Treat these games as if it's a cup run. So right now it's a cup run. Put points on the board. Just win, baby. That's it. Just don't, we got a little help on the weekend. Thank you, Posh. Appreciate it. Got a little help on the weekend. But still, Wickham Wanderers are still lingering behind us. They have a game in hand right now. So they have a tough run-in, but anything can happen in football. Anything on any given day. Look what just happened on the weekend. We were playing like crap, and we got a penalty. Now, goals change games. Goals change games. Whether you think it was a penalty or not with the handball or not, by rule it was. I thought there was actual penalty with a pull against Smitty about 2 minutes earlier. So, nevertheless, we have to go focus on our games. Get our players back into the mindset of concentrating and not getting the bigger picture there too. I think Parkinson has done a great job in the past for them to narrow in and focus on just the match. And I think that we need to do. Don't worry about promotion yet. Let's start worrying it. Let's start not worry. Let's focus on just next week's game against Exeter. I know it's hard. I know we're going to see looking at numbers and like if we do this, when's the promotion day? The reason why I brought all this up because like I said. There are messages going in like, okay, this could be the game that we could do it mathematically for clear points free right there against Charlton. Is the Charlton game going to move to 12:30? Are we going to go back to third? All that shit is going to be on Sky. All that shit. Put it aside. Compartmentalize. and let's focus on winning football matches. That's it. A couple in the chat here too. Yes, okay. The jump in tactics and quality of coaches is a huge jump to the players. I think you're talking about next year. And again, I'll address this, Nigel. What's going on, my friend? But I'm gonna also sideswipe it too. If Wrexham retain promotion, because it's totally counterintuitive what I was talking about. If Wrexham retain promotion, do you think they will stay up? And can you see the big transfer window coming? I do think we're going to get promotion. I do think we'll stay up, and I do think we are going to go in the market if we do go up. So, but still got work to do. And I said, what's up to Ted? It's going on too. Any update on injuries, Steve Barton? I got nothing, my friend. I got nothing. As soon as I hear something, I'll find out. I'll let you know. My ear is to the ground to find about Dobson. And Esteban says, love that Parky didn't get involved in the fray class. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yes. And Nikki D says, Nigel Morris, if you go up, it'll be the biggest transfer window to date. And I think stay up easily with the team who we have now, plus 3 or 4 additions. Yes. Next year's going to be next year. I know everyone's talking about like, got to build toward that. Well, you know what? How can you build for it right now? We can't. We got to focus on what we're doing right now. Let's worry about the summer when the summer comes, whether we stay down in League One or we go up. That's all I'm saying. That's my take on it too. And I think that's what Parkinson is going out there to the teammates too. What's going on, Barton? Lastly, here before we get out, just want to give a shout out to the women's team who has been absolute tear. Drew against Brighton Ferry on the weekend. They're doing very well this season, very, very well. So congrats. Obviously not a win. Congrats on their season so far. But a draw is always good. Keep an eye on them. Those games are, I think they're free on iFollow. So just keep an eye on those too. Again, not much coming out. If anything breaks, we will let you know. This week's breakdown, we'll do Breakfast Club throughout the week. Friday, we'll probably do a big show, another preview show with the lads, and then game day build up, live watch along, Wrexham time, your show, the call-in show. Great one this weekend, and then Wrexham reaction. That's your Saturday. We will build up to there. Possibly maybe another special one in there too if something comes up too. Yes, please smash that like button and share out. On our road to 2,000, we are 300. We have 300 subscribers away to 2,000. That's amazing. Also, we have 805 videos up. What's wrong? Oh my God, 805 videos. But all about you. So thanks for that big milestone for the 1,700. Let's go get that 2,000 too. Yeah. What else? If anything breaks, we'll be there. And on that bombshell, I will see you all soon.